As an overall, just kind of like after how many hours I played this fucking game? 85 hours. Jesus, in a freaking beta. I have never spent this much time in a beta of any game in my life. That's how much fun I am having. All right? That should be evidence enough that this game is good. There's a lot that's really good. The things that I truly love about this game is just the open worldness. Very, very huge game. I'm really looking forward to whenever they decide to add mounts to this game because it's going to make it that much better. Other things that I really like about this game though is the repeatable system, going to the towns and taking like the town board quest. You got the crafting stuff, and you also have like the exploration stuff. So like the stuff that where you would go and grab, let's say, a mission to go explore a certain area to kill a certain amount of mobs or to collect a certain amount of valuable treasure chest things in the area. So they'll send you there and you will do it and you come back and you turn it in. It's not very the best XP, but at least it gives you the experience of just kind of like exploring the world a little bit and just kind of like seeing things along the way. The things that I'm always doing is I'll start gathering, I'll start chopping trees, collecting rocks, whatever the hell, working towards whatever crafting goal I want while I'm knocking that quest out. So that's what adds like that extra value to it. The other cool thing about the town board quest is that like the crafting missions, like the ones that it says like collect 90 stone or whatever. So you go around banging some rocks, you come back, you turn that in, and then it may give you another one that it's like, oh, well, make a harder version of the rock stuff. It'll be like brick or whatever. So then you go to the stone table, level up the stone crafting part so that you can turn in that material to the vendor to get XP, and the XP is really good for the crafting ones. I noticed out of all of them, so it reminds me so much of Black Desert Online with this concept because it's kind of like what I used to do in Black Desert was I would do the imperial crafting. So I would sit there and I would work on either cooking or something, and I would just be the cook. And I would just cook a bunch of shit, and then I'll turn it into the Imperial Crafter for the cooking supplies, and that's it. In this game, at least it branches off that. You don't have to just only be a cook. You could do a lot of other things. You could be the lumber guy. You could be the stone crafter. You could do it all basically, and that's what I like about this because it's more casual and straight to the point with all the different ways you can approach this game. Black Desert was very like niche. Like you needed to focus on a certain type of thing, and that was the problem with that game. So like, if you didn't pick like the main job that you prefer, then it's gonna be harder. This game is not like that, so that's good. Another thing that I really like about this game is just like the diverse builds, the things you can do with your builds. It's crazy. It's really awesome that I could build a character like I did with this one. I'm running like a focus with my life staff, and I'm doing sword and shield for strength. So I'm basically doing a hybrid build of tank and healer. I already tested it out in the Amory dungeon, and it works extremely well. It also works in regular world stuff too, hurting and AoEing and all that. See how this guy is dying to this bear? Let's see if we can help him out real quick because he looks like he's struggling. Let me help him. Here, I'll heal him up. You see how like this is a tank build, and I'm over here healing people and shit. So that's the coolest part about this game is being able to just like you know have that option of being able to be a healer and also be a tank or be a DPS or be like you could change your build to whatever the hell you want at any point in time, and you don't have to make like 700 different outs to do it. And that's why I really really like the way the game is put together for that. Because one of the main things that I loved about Elder Scrolls Online was that same kind of concept where I could play a character and do all three roles with the same character. That game worked the same way. But with that game, they had classes. In this game, there's no classes. The class is just specified by the type of weapon you use. So that's why I prefer this system over Elder Scrolls Online, is because like you can literally like swap your weapon and boom, you're the thing, you're that class. Like I can go musket if I want, just start using that all of a sudden. So all I gotta do is just like reset my attributes for that, and bam, like I'm already a badass marksman, you know? So like I really like that a lot. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about, what I really like about this game and what I'm really looking forward to. Because the main thing for me is that, I really love the life skilling aspect that Black Desert Online had, and I'm really, really happy that this game basically took that same kind of concept. I know it originally came from RuneScape. I get it. I'd never played RuneScape. I don't know anything about it. All I know is Black Desert Online, and that's why I use that reference a lot because the richest part about that game was the life skilling, and this game has it too. So it's really awesome to get into a game that has such a like really good combat system to complement the the life skilling part also. Like it just adds that much higher level of content to this game. You know, for me, content does not mean quest. For me, content means am I having fun while I'm playing this game, even if I'm like 100, 200, 300 hours in. That's what content means to me. And for me, running around life skilling, chopping down trees, hunting this guy right here, and skinning him and taking his shit, and then just like crafting with it. Like, you know, I'll skin this thing, and then I'll go and I'll convert it to a higher level version of leather, and then I'll take the leather and I'll put it on the auction house, and then I'll see if it sells for the price that I'm trying to put it up. That's the game for me. Like I really enjoy that part. So trying to figure out what's gonna make the most money on the auction house, trying to figure out how to like get my gear better, how to like then start doing quest and enjoying that part. Like all of it. There's too much to do in this game already. And this game is only in the beta. Like I'm really excited to see when this game launches. I know it's not gonna add a whole lot when it launches, but I'm excited for the future of it. Like a year down the line, 2 years down the line, when we have new expansions, when we have like a bunch of updates to add more quality of life, when we have like a bunch of new zones, because they can add more zones right here. Like this could be a new area. This could be a new area over here. This could be like a giant new fucking like I don't know. Like you just don't know what they're gonna do in the future. And that's why I see this game having like massive potential for like unlimited growth if Amazon really wants that. And I really hope this game does well.